know, Dan, we're kicking off a new season, not just in the National Hockey League, but of NHL Now. We're back. And, you know, the one segment that I've really missed is you and EJ getting after it during the power rankings. So let me turn it over to him, and you guys can have at it.
Thank you, Jackie. And I want to start, Dan, by saying welcome to a new season. Good to have you back. I did not. Our producer, Christopher T.W. Collins, he was the guy that really wanted to have this segment today. TW, of course, stands for Teal Watch. If you watch the show, you understand that. So let me ask you now, Dan. We're gonna go top 10. Sure. You know, I thought we could just go 5. They wanted 10. So here's your top 10. Explain what you have here.
Well, I mean, EJ, as you know, these are all guesses at this point.
Because of course they are.
You know, we're just trying to figure it out. I really like the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's been time for a long time for them. They are loaded. Their D is very good. Their goaltending is solid. And I think the same way about the Sharks, and I think the same way about the Jets. The Caps, you got to think 18 of the 20 skaters are back. They're right there. The Predators, again, you're looking at their defense. Pekka Rinne, the big question is, can he be the same type of goalie as he was last year? When he won the Vezina, very good goaltender still. And I expect a lot out of Philip Forsberg and Ryan Johansson. Toronto, we know the story. It's obvious. Vegas, I like the additions of Stastny and Pacioretty. Boston, you know, just solid. Nothing flashy, just solid. St. Louis is the team to me that makes a big jump this year. I love what they did down the middle with Ryan O'Reilly and Tyler Bozak. And then you got the Pittsburgh Penguins. To me, a little bit of a question on their back end. But overall, I think we can know what we can expect from the Penguins as well. But that's the order I have it in right now. What do you think?
You know what? I'll say this, Dan. A couple things strike me. First of all, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm glad to see you're still wearing those Tampa Bay Lightning pom-poms and, you know, cheering for the Lightning no matter what. So I'm glad to see you're still. Even though Eiserman is stepped aside, just for this show. You should just wear Lightning gear every time you come on the show.
I think so.
Just a Lightning jersey would be nice.
A jersey,
but you got all the 10 right. Look at that. There's a great shot of me with Marc-Andre Fleury, my favorite, my second favorite dog. Because I have a dog now, Chip, so he's the first favorite.
So we got the same 10 teams.
We got the same 10 teams. I always like to start the season though by having the Stanley Cup champion, especially if they bring just about everybody back.
That's fair.
At number one, you know, I think that's.
I'm not going to argue with you. You're wrong, but it's fair.
But we got the right. I think we're both on the same track here. We both like these 10 teams. It's a matter of how things go under the, you know, during the season. Really the ones that kind of got me, you know, like the Penguins, the Leafs, the Bruins, you know, they're kind of at the back end of my group. I'm not really sure where they're going to figure out, but I think all these 10 teams, I'm not as sold on the Blues because I'm just not sold on Jake Allen, but all these, the 9 of my teams, I think have a legit chance to win the Stanley Cup, and I think you probably feel the same way about your list.
Yeah, I agree with you on St. Louis, too. To me, it's all about Jake Allen, EJ. I mean, if Jake Allen has a bounce-back season, and we've seen him put up big numbers before. Last year was not so good, but he needs the thing with Jake Allen is consistency. He could be really good for a month, and then he could just totally sag for a month. If he has a consistently good season, to me, the Blues are a top 3 team in that division. I'm not putting them ahead of Winnipeg or Nashville, but I think they could be a top 3 team. Are they Stanley Cup good? That's hard for me to say right now. I agree with you. 8 or 9 of those other teams certainly, you know, would be Stanley Cup better than the Blues. And the one question I had with Pittsburgh is their back end. Look, they signed Jack Johnson to a 5-year contract. How many minutes are you willing to play Jack Johnson? I mean, who was at times a big minus with Columbus.
Hey, I think before you go, we got to get that picture of me of Marc-Andre one more time. Can we get that up one more time? I mean, one of my favorite animals of all time. I got to interview him live. There he is.
You go.
Marc-Andre Fleury.
Was it a good interview?
He was a great, let me tell you, better than you. I can tell you that.
That's terrific.
I can tell you. He seems to be more dialed in. All right, Dan, enjoy the game tonight. We will torch you throughout the season.